Today we have a film review, and the film is called Love, Sarah. Please, if you're new to the channel, please push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications so you know when these little TV drama reviews or movie reviews or just information vlogs and the odd quiz thrown in as well are coming out. So please do that and tell your friends about this little channel. Right, Love, Sarah, 12 rating, 97 minutes. It's as I'm recording this, it's now out to own, so if you want to buy it, it's $7.99 on DVD. Perhaps you will, perhaps you won't, depending on what's said in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, it's classed as a comedy, drama, romance. I don't know if we can have some trade descriptions that's on this one, but more on that later on. And the story, well, it reads quite well as a story. I was quite looking forward to it, reading the synopsis on the film. Determined to fulfil her late mother's dream of opening a bakery in charming Notting Hill. There you go, we have even got a sign of Notting Hill on the poster, trying to promote it, I think, a little bit on the basis of something else. 19-year-old Clarissa enlists the help of her mother's best friend Isabella and her eccentric, estranged grandmother Mimi. These 3 generations of women will need to overcome grief, doubts and differences to honour the memory of their beloved Sarah, while embarking on a journey to establish a London bakery filled with love, hope and colourful pastries from all over the world. Yeah, it sounds delightful, doesn't it? Directed by Elisa Schroeder. Now, I've just had a quick look at her filmography. I think this is her directorial debut of a big film. She's done short films before, but I couldn't see that she'd actually done anything longer than 20 minutes, to be honest with you. So I think this is a directorial debut. Stars Celia Imrie, Rupert Penry-Jones, Shelley Conn, Shannon Tarbert and Bill Patterson, and some more familiar faces to UK watchers as well, and obviously if you're a keen watcher of UK TV and films from whatever territory you're in. Is it any good? Rotten Tomatoes? Yeah, just 44% positivity rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and its overall rating of 5 out of 10, just 5 out of 10. 7 fresh and 9 rotten reviews, so not fantastic. Internet Movie Database, a bit kinder to it. There's no critics reviews as such, but or certainly critics that they want to print. Anyway, there are some critics, but not sort of well-known ones. Internet Movie Database user rating, you and me, Joe Public, based on 206 reviews as I'm doing this, 5.8 out of 10. So just a little bit short of the watchable rating. I always go for a 6 as a watchable rating, anything. So it's quite close, so it's not done too bad. Some of the headlines or some of the comments left by users, guaranteed not to offend. Yeah, that's probably true. The cakes and pastries had more substance than the script. Yeah, that's probably true. Utter rubbish. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything on that one. Uplifting. A great watch. Heartfelt, uplifting, sincere tale of togetherness. Yeah, sugar overload. I think that, and that's a derogatory way. Sugar overload. That doesn't mean it's anything. That's not in a good way. That's in a bad way. Yeah, so a little bit mixed. I mean, obviously 2 or 3 of the reviews I read were giving it 9 out of 10, and I have to honestly believe that it's someone who obviously linked with the film giving those sort of reviews, because it's certainly heartfelt, uplifting, sincere tale. It's a sincere tale, but it's not very exciting, to be honest with you. I do love these sort of British. I'm British myself. I do love these British dramas. Obviously, we usually get this sort of, I don't know. We usually get this sort of quirky, sweet British drama, don't we? And what usually allows these sort of quirky, sweet British dramas to at least rise above the average is an ensemble cast, which it sort of has, hasn't it? I mean, a couple of well-known names, and seeing it lists as a romantic romance and humour and comedy in it, there's certainly no. I'm struggling to find it. I think I did smile once at something that was said, but I was absolutely struggling to find the humour in this film. To be perfectly honest with you. I expected sort of half and half. Expected a tale like Le Chocolat, one of my favourite films. I mean, not a lot happens in Le Chocolat if you think about it, but there's a bit of an edge to it, and it's quite interesting. There's a good romance in there, isn't there? And a little bit of humour, not too much, but I was hoping for an updated British version of Le Chocolat. But yeah, it does have a romantic element to this, but it does really struggle because I didn't really care that much about the characters that were involved in the romantic elements. I mean, it was just as though it's a side thing, to be honest with you. Even the secondary, simple, usually nice thing, you can tell it's pretty telegraphed from the start what's going to happen anyway. There's a telegraph romance between Celia Imrie, who plays Mimi, and the odd inventor who lives across the road, all-round nice guy, Bill Patterson, who plays Felix. So there's like a telegraph romance obviously going to come about with that. You can see it from the first time. Obviously, he enters the shop, so I'm not giving too much away. And even that was just a throwaway where obviously let's two old people who because they're old, will get together and have a romantic scenario. So I mean, it was just disappointing, just basic rubbishy writing, really, to be honest with you. Very disappointing. I mean, overall, there's just nothing to the film. Like to see a few cakes, a few nice little pretty, what they tasted like, we don't know, because we didn't even get to taste them, did we? I'm not going to make baking puns about this. I will make there's too many obvious ones you can make with this, but I will say there is far more drama, romance and entertainment in a single episode of Bake Off. And I mean, you can take any episode as well, whether it's the Mrs. Berry ones or the one since she's gone. It doesn't matter which one you want. There's far more entertainment and drama and humour in one of those than sadly in this film, which is very disappointing. I mean, as I say, I do usually like these films, so I'm not talking from you like your action films or your thrillers. I do love these sort of quirky British rom-coms, if you like, with a bit of drama, but no, it's certainly one of the weakest dramas I've seen, because you can forget the romance, you can forget the comedy, the elements were pretty rubbish, to be honest with you, and certainly one of the weakest films I've seen in a long time from Britain. And I did see a couple of reviews from, obviously, people who don't live in Britain who say they're never going to watch another British film again because we're rubbish. But I mean, obviously, I don't think there's, we don't make a lot like this. I mean, we do make the odd clanger, but I wouldn't stop watching British comedy, drama, etc. just because of this one effort. But that shows how appalling it was that it's putting people off. Yeah, so to sum up, predictable story. There's so many things thrown in that was so obvious, just to get to sort of try and make it a bit more interesting. It just didn't work. It was just total. I don't know who wrote the script. I don't know if I'm sure it wasn't a book, because if you'd bought the book, you would have put it in the bin or fell asleep, or used it for insomnia or something like that. But yeah, predictable and boring, I'm afraid. And it hurts me to say that with a British film. And as I said, one that I did look forward to watching, and one I usually do like that sort of genre. So I was very, very, very disappointed. So I'm only going to give this one movie game nostalgia rating of 4 out of 10. Which is pretty low. I don't usually do many vlogs where I give 4 out of 10, because it's usually sort of backup titles. I don't class this as a backup title. This is a sort of a bigger title. People have actually been to the cinema to watch this. I do feel a little bit sorry for them. The poster, yeah, I mean, the poster's alright. If you like it, it's an actors based one, isn't it? A little thing there with Notting Hill on for the road sign, but nothing much, unless you particularly like the actors. Obviously, fair enough. Celia Imrie, for instance, if you like her holding a plate of cakes, and fair enough. But I'm just going to give the poster 5 out of 10. I was told a bit better than the film, but a bit unimpressive for being a bit of a letdown. So it was all a letdown. I'm on a letdown. I need to watch something good now to get me back up. As I say, if you do want to buy this and you did like it, as I said, there are people on there. I've read reviews of people who do like it and want to snuggle up on a Sunday afternoon with a cup of cocoa and watch it. But as I said, just seek out some old bake-offs. That's far more entertaining than this thing. Anyway, it's available to own at $7.99 if you want to. Don't buy it me. I don't want it as a present. Don't get it as a Christmas present. You can have it back. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please check my links on screen. Please follow or friend me on Facebook and Twitter, and I do check every couple of days and follow and friend everyone back. And as I say, I do post stuff on there to do with movies and TV as well. And also, if you're interested or you know anyone who's in football, obviously I do my little citizen vlogs on my club, Manchester City. So please, if you know of any friends or people you know might be interested in that, please point them in my direction. It'd be very, very welcome. Thank you very much. And please check my little website, moviegameostars.com, for old rare DVDs, movie posters from the 1900s and 2000s, and some board games as well on there. So have a look around, and even if you don't buy anything, it doesn't matter. Just follow the links and it'll help my Google search engine analytics and all this sort of thing. Just if you have a look around, it does help me in a small way, so much appreciated. Anyway, thanks for that. Hopefully I'll be back with something a bit better next time. I was a bit of a downer on this one because I was so disappointed, which is a shame. As I said, I'm sure the people are giving it 9 and 10 out of 10. I've had other reasons to do that. It certainly wasn't based on what we saw on the screen. Anyway, please, ask you all, please stay safe, everyone. We're going to do the rest of the day. Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. More importantly, let's all look after each other. And hopefully I'll see you all again very, very soon. It's fair to say goodbye for now.